Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate webinar invitations with AI agent using Pabbly for maximum engagement. So here, as a digital marketing expert and a business consultant, I am regularly conducting various webinars for multiple clients, individuals and business professionals. And my objective is to send personalized emails for the invitations of these webinars to the clients. Now, I have the details of all the clients who are from different industries, business backgrounds in my Google Sheets. And with the help of OpenAI, that is my AI agent, I'm going to generate multiple personalized emails for each of them and I'm going to send them automatically through email. Now to automate this entire process, I'm going to set up the connection between all these applications without any coding and programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So for your business, if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn step by step how to automate the entire process of sending personalized webinar invitation and engage our leads and clients for registrations for maximum engagement without any manual efforts with the help of AI agent. So I'm a business consultant and on regular basis, I'm conducting various webinars for my clients, businesses and individuals. I'm also running ad campaigns on my websites for the same. I'm receiving multiple responses as well from my potential clients and leads. So I'm receiving the responses from multiple leads who are from different backgrounds, who belongs to different business industries. They have different areas. According to these interests, according to these industries and businesses, here I'm going to conduct a webinar which is going to cater all the requirements, all the needs, and it is made for all kind of businesses and all kind of individuals. They can attend that. So my objective is to send personalized email invitations to each of these leads who are there in my spreadsheet, who belongs to different businesses, different industries and areas. But in the emails, I want to involve the details related to their own interest so that they will be engaged to that email and they will be redirected towards registering themselves for my webinar. So my objective is to maximize my engagement, my participation. Therefore, here I'm going to use OpenAI, that is my AI agent, with the help of which I'm going to generate personalized email invitations and I'm going to send that to each of their leads. Now, to automate this entire process, I will have to build a connection between my Google Sheets, which will contain all the details of the leads and the potential clients to whom I want to send the registration invitation. And then I want to connect this Google Sheet with my OpenAI, that is my AI agent. And then with the help of Gmail, I want to send the mail. So I'm going to connect Gmail as well. To build the connection between all these applications, I'm not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills, but I'm going to build this connection with the help of Pabbly Connect. So let's get started quickly. We are on the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing the URL pabbly.com/connect/INR in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create our automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. It has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On the dashboard, we can find all our workflows which we have created. To save the workflows, we can also create separate folders like this. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box has appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So quickly, let me provide a name over here. Automate webinar invitations with AI agent using Pabbly. After giving the name to my workflow, now I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have a list of folders over here. The automation which I'm going to create is related to AI automations. So here I'm going to select the same folder which I have created separately for all the automations that are related to AI. And now I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, my workflow is going to be saved in the folder which I have decided. Now, we are on a new screen. The screen contains two extremely important windows. Here we have trigger and action. So trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation works. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, know we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose I want that every time I'm going to receive a new row, a new response from a lead which will be added in my Google Sheets, then automatically according to the details of the leads, a personalized email should be generated with the help of my AI agent, that is OpenAI, which will include all the needs and requirements as well as the interest areas of my leads. And then further, I want to send that email to my leads on Gmail. So for that, I'm going to take Google Sheets and Trigger and OpenAI as my action step. When we are going to set up the connection between these applications, then you will see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the lead will be added in my Google Sheet as a new row, then only according to the details of that lead, the email is going to be generated to be sent to that lead. Alright, so after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us start creating our automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, we will go towards our trigger step and we will select our trigger application over here as Google Sheets. Then we have to select the trigger event, that will be new or updated spreadsheet row, as we want that every time a new row will be added in our spreadsheet, the data should be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and with that response, the workflow should start. So now here we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. By following the given instructions step by step carefully, we need to insert the webhook URL inside our Google Sheets. As we will do that, then the webhook URL is actually going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new row from Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect. So let's quickly copy the webhook URL and then I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. So for that, first of all, I will take you towards my Google Sheets. After coming over here you can see we have the option of extensions. So we have to go towards extensions. But before that, let me tell you, this is my spreadsheet. I have multiple columns. Column A is for name of the lead, column B is for email, column C contains phone number, column D is for the business name, that means the name of the company, column E contains industry, and then we have final column, that is area of interest. On the basis of the interest, industry, and the business of each of my client, I'm going to create personalized emails. Alright, so now we'll go towards extensions and here we have the option of add-ons. Let's go towards get add-ons. Click on that button. It is going to take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace, where we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So Pabbly Connect Webhook is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I have already installed the add-on, so I'm going to cross it. Once you will install the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet. Then only you will be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks under extension. As I can find the option, let's go towards initial setup, as we have to do an initial setup in order to build the connection successfully. So now in our initial setup, we have to first of all paste the webhook URL which we have received from Pabbly Connect. Then we have to provide the trigger column. So the trigger column will be the final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of the row is going to be sent to the webhook URL. So for example, in my spreadsheet, you can see I have the columns up till F. F will be my trigger column because I want that when a new row is going to be added in my spreadsheet along with the details of a new lead or a potential client, and if the row will be added up till F column, if the data will be added up till F column, then only I want to send the response towards Pabbly Connect with the help of the webhook URL and not before that. So in my case, F will be my trigger column. In the similar manner, according to your spreadsheet, according to the details and your requirements, you have to decide a trigger column on which when the data is going to be added as a new row, entire row will be sent towards Pabbly Connect. Now, as we have added the webhook URL in the trigger column, let us send the test response of this row towards Pabbly Connect. As my test data is sent successfully, I'm going to quickly click on submit. As we have done that, now the initial setup is configured. I'm going to close it. I'm going to take you back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we have received the response automatically and instantly. In the response, we have received all the details. So first of all, here we have the trigger column which we have decided. Then we have the spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, the row index. That means the number of row in which we have the data which we have received. So the number of row which we have received is 2. So we have the row index as 2. We have the phone number of the lead, their name, their interest area, industry in which they work, their email address, and the name of their business. And we have received exactly the same details which we have in our spreadsheet. This means our connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect is built. But now I want that every time a new row will be added up till my trigger column, I do not have to do anything manually. The data should be keep on sending automatically towards Pabbly Connect. For that, we have to go towards extensions, we have to go towards Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and we have to click on this send on event button. As we have done that, now we have made sure that every time a new row will be added in our spreadsheet, data will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect automatically. Once we have set up the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect successfully, now we have to move forward towards generating the content of the email. For that, we have to build the connection between our AI agent and Pabbly Connect. So whichever AI agent you are using, you can just connect that as your action application. I'm using your OpenAI, so I'm going to go towards OpenAI and I'm going to select it like that as my action application. Now my objective is to select the action event, and because I'm using ChatGPT to generate my content, so action event will be ChatGPT. Let's click on connect. You can see I'm already logged into my ChatGPT account. That means my OpenAI account. For building the connection, we have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. So if you already have an existing connection, just quickly go with that. I'm going to show you to build a new connection. For that, here we have to select add new connection, and here we have to provide a token. To get the token, you have to go towards the API key page. So you can directly click on this hyperlink. It is going to take you towards the API key page of OpenAI account. But it will only work if you are already logged into your OpenAI account. I'm already logged in, so I'm going to directly click on this hyperlink. And it is going to take us towards API key page. So let's click on this create new secret key button. You have to provide a token name. So I'm going to give the name, let's say as test token, just a random name. And here we have to select the project in which we want to save this key. I only have a default project, so it is already selected. In your case, you can select your own. Now let's click on create secret key. As we have done that, the key is ready. Let's copy it. Let's click on done, and we will quickly paste it over here. Now let's click on save. As we have done that, the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. Now we just have to enter the details in these fields, such as we have to select the OpenAI model, and then we have to provide the prompt. So by using which model you want to generate your content. You have multiple models, as you can see over here. Among these models, I want to use GPT-4o mini to generate my content. So I have selected that. Now let's move forward towards the prompt. Prompt is the highlight step of the workflow of our automation, because prompt is actually the command which we need to provide to ChatGPT or to our AI agent that what we actually wanted to do for us. In my case, my objective is to generate engaging, attractive and informative email content for my clients so that I can send the same emails to my clients and convert these clients into my participants of the webinar. So my objective is to reach maximum engagement from participants. Therefore, here my prompt will be accordingly. You have to include each and every detail and each and every instruction which you want in your content in the prompt which you are giving. Every detail related to your business, your requirements, what you want in the content should be there. And also you should include each and every data, each and every detail which you do not want in the content. Like for example, if you do not want specific lines, if you do not want to use specific words, specific symbols, you have to include them in the prompt that I do not want this. Now my objective is to generate the content in JSON because I want the subject as well as the body separately, as I am going to automate the process. So I'm not going to remove the details again and again, and I'm not going to separate the subject and the content again and again. Therefore I want both of them separately. Therefore I want the content in JSON body. So for that, here I will have to include the same in my prompt. Now my prompt will be, so here I have the prompt: generate a professional and engaging webinar invitation email for a business lead. Personalize it based on their industry, job title, company name and area of interest. The email should be concise, persuasive and encourage them to register. Include a compelling subject line and a well-structured body. Ensure the tone is professional yet inviting. Use the following details. Here one by one I'm going to provide the details of my lead. So first of all, I'm going to provide the lead name over here. So the name of the lead is received in our earlier response. We do not have to enter it manually. We will simply insert it like this from the previous step. As we have inserted the name from the previous step, we have mapped it, and when we map a data, it becomes dynamic. That means now with each and every new response, it is going to replace automatically. So every time a new row will be added in my Google Sheets, the details which I'm going to map in these fields will get replaced. This will help us to automate the process smoothly. Now here in the place of email, I'm going to map the email address which I have received. Then here you can see we have received the business industry as well. So let's map the business industry. We have the company name of the lead. Then here it is asking us the interest area, that what is the interest of the lead. So here we have received the interest as well. Then here I'm going to provide the webinar name, webinar title, which I'm going to enter manually. So this is the name of my webinar, Business Growth Masterclass, AI-powered strategies for every industry. Now we have to provide webinar date and time. So here, let me provide the date and time of webinar. So the date is 24th March 2025, 12 p.m. Okay, and I'm also going to provide the registration link so that they can directly register. So currently, because the webinar is same for every lead, I have entered it manually. If you want, you can also map the link and the title. Why I have entered it manually? Afterwards, when this webinar will be over, when it will be conducted, afterwards, this workflow is also going to work for my upcoming webinars. So whenever the webinar will be changed, I will keep the prompt same, but I will only change the name of my webinar, the date and the registration link, and my work is done. My work will be keep on going. All right, so now I have also included in this that the output should be strictly in JSON format. The subject and body should be separate and without any extra symbol. Also directly add the salutation at last. Do not leave blanks to be added later. Remove your name from last. Just add my company name, Digital Dynamics, the name I have provided, and the contact number. Okay, now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button to wait for the response. And here you can see we have received the response, and this is the subject in the response. Unlock your event's potential. Join our exclusive webinar on AI-driven growth strategies. And over here you can see that we have received the body as well. We have all the details over here which we wanted. You can see it is totally tailored to the industry of my lead. Okay, we are excited to invite you to our upcoming webinar, Business Growth Masterclass, AI-powered strategies for every industry, specially tailored for leaders in the event management sectors like you. In today's competitive market, mastering lead generation and enhancing brand visibility, you can see that here these are the interest areas of my client. And you can see that here this is the entire message I wanted. Now, as I've received this content, I am going to directly send it to my lead. For that, I'm going to use Gmail. So let's click on this Add Action Step button. We will select Gmail as our action application over here, and we will select the action event Send Mail. That will be Send Email V1. Let's click on Connect. I'm going to go with my existing connection only as the connection is already built. Now we are going to map the email address of the lead in the recipient email address on which we want to send this. Then I'm going to provide the sender name. Now I'm going to give the name of my company, Digital Dynamics. Here I'm going to quickly map the subject which I've received. Also here I'm going to map the content. And apart from and also in the content, you can see that the name of my lead is already here. So I do not have to change that as well. If you want to provide any catalog, any points to be remembered for the webinar or anything extra as an attachment, you can just provide the file name over here and the attachment URL in these fields. Now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. As we have done that, you can see we have received the response. It is saying that the email is sent. So quickly I'm going to take you towards the email address, email account of this person which we have mapped over here to check whether he has received the email or not. And you can see that yes, here we have sent the email. We have the person smart lead has received the email along with the registration link and the webinar details. This means yes, our connection is absolutely successful between Google Sheets, our OpenAI and Gmail. So now every time a new row will be added in my Google Sheets, automatically an email is going to be sent to that person, that too in the personalized format. So quickly I'm going to add a new row in front of you to check whether the workflow is running fine or not. So let's say this time the name of the lead is test lead. Let's say the email is, here we have the phone number. Let's say the name of this business is Creative Tools. It is, let's say, an e-commerce store. And here the interest area is, let's say, social media marketing, branding. Okay, so as I have entered the details in a new row up till my trigger column, quickly I'm going to take you towards the email address of this person. So now I'm going to take you towards it. And here we can see that yes, we have received a new email from Digital Dynamics. Here we have the subject personalized, unlock growth in e-commerce, join our AI powered masterclass. And you can see that the email is sent to test lead. We have another email. We are excited to invite you for our upcoming webinar titled Business Growth Masterclass, AI powered strategies for every business on March 24, 2025 at 12 p.m. The session is designed specifically for professionals like you in e-commerce sector. See, you can see that the content of the email is totally changed according to the e-commerce professional. In this masterclass, you will discover cutting edge strategies in social media marketing. This is the interest area of the client, and branding that can elevate your business. you can see that how beautifully our workflow is running. So in the similar manner, you can also create this amazing automation for your business for sending webinar invitations without any manual efforts, that too in the personalized format, to maximize your engagement and participation. I hope the automation is clear to you. Also, it is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.